Hello everyone and welcome back to another harvest video. First of all, we're going to harvest carrots. And if you watched when I planted the carrots early in the spring, I told you I do not really thin them out. I did thin out one row just to do a comparison. But that one row I kind of already picked and I got good decent sized carrots. But anyway, we're going to start harvesting the carrots first and see what we get by not thinning them at all. I know they came in really thick this year. More seeds sprouted than I thought would. So it's another guessing game, just like potatoes. Don't know what you're going to get. So we'll get started. Not very long. Got some nice fat ones though, but not very long there. Like I said, they really grew in thick, so I'm not expecting much for length anyways. But if they're fat like that, we can still dice them up. We plan on canning. My daughter already picked some. That's what I'm mostly expecting. We plan on canning whatever we get if we have enough. See a lot of little ones when you don't thin, I guess. They are just thick in here. We'll do a little bit here and then we'll pick the rest off camera and come back. Oh, there we go. That one took over for the rest of them. They're definitely wide, fat, just not long. I mean, look at, that's how thick they grew in. And you're not going to get big carrots when they're that close together. But like I said, I don't like to thin them and they come in thick. Oh well. But we'll be back when we get all these harvested and we'll show you what we got. Alright, so we got all the carrots harvested. This is about half of what we did. The other half's already inside getting washed. And you can see a lot of small carrots, but you do get some decent ones when they're packed tightly. It's kind of do you do the work in the beginning, thinning them all out, or do you do the work at the end, going through and trying to peel the little ones, or just giving a lot of little ones to the chickens? But next year, I think I'm just going to try to be a little more careful when I'm seeing the carrots, try to space them a little better. I probably still won't thin them, but this last spring I laid them on thick because I didn't think a lot of them would germinate, or I only thought about half would. Well, I think the majority of them germinated, so I'm just going to be a little more careful next spring. So next I'm going to go ahead and the majority of the onions have tipped over and fell over now, so I'm just going to take all the onions out, hang them up in the garage to cure for a couple weeks, where I have the other ones from the last harvest video. So I'll go ahead and get the onions picked and then we'll come back when we go on to the next thing. Alright, so we got the onions done and I am really pleased with the size of onions we got this year. We got a lot of nice size yellow onions there. The red ones are these flat ones, which I'm not a fan of. I don't think I'll grow that variety again. I want good red bulbing ones as well. So next is going to be the peppercini peppers. I have already pickled a bunch of jars and we're going to just pick the rest. I'm going to pull the plants as well because we only have a few weeks before a frost. I don't think they're going to have enough time to fully mature or grow anymore. So I'm just going to pull the plants, take all the peppers off, and I will pickle them as well. And that should be plenty for a year anyway, as far as the pepperoncinis go. So we'll come on over there and just pull the plants up. Actually, I'll probably rather just cut them off if I can. It's better to just cut the plants off rather than pull them all out. As you can see, they're pretty loaded. They are flowering again, but we could get a frost in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. and they won't have time to develop in that short amount of time, I don't believe, and this is plenty. I got 3 plants of them, so this plant, not too many on there. So we'll come back when we're on to the next thing after we get all these pulled off and set up on the table. And anyway, the reason why I'm cutting them is they got such a big root ball. I don't want to rip all them roots out, and the roots have a lot of good beneficial bacteria and everything, and they will add nutrients right back into the soil. So you don't want to be pulling up a big chunk of soil if you don't have to. So we'll see when we get all these pulled off the plants. Alright, so next we're going to do some giant Marconi, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. But we're just going to grab the ones that are mostly red here. And if they have a little green, no big deal. Haven't figured out what we're going to do with all the peppers yet, but we'll finish picking the peppers and then we'll move on to tomatoes, I believe. Alright, we got the peppers picked. Also found a zucchini while I was looking for some cucumbers, so I just have a couple cucumbers to grab real quick. I thought I had a couple. Yeah, I will grab this little one as well. Cucumber plant still looks healthy as can be. Still flowering. And I think we're going to top it off with just grabbing some tomatoes. And I'm going to grab anything that pretty much is orange and starting to turn. Just because something's been eating them up if we let them go too far along. So, and they are a mess. Disease like no tomorrow. So hopefully we can still get a bunch of them to turn red. But after we get all the tomatoes picked, we'll show you what we got. Alright, so that's this evening's harvest. I did grab some beets too. Pick the rest. They're not very big. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I grow them for other people. Maybe I'll try pickling beets. I don't know. But now them are gone, and we keep opening up space in the beds. I planted some radishes earlier. I will probably plant more radishes. That's about all I can grow. Next video is going to be the white potatoes, our Kennebecs, and I don't know, maybe some other things too, but in a few days I think the Kennebecs should be ready. I'm still hoping to get some corn, but I do want to show you the melons are still doing great. We still got a lot of nice watermelons coming and some big cantaloupes. So hopefully we can get them to mature before frost and get good melon harvest. Brussels sprouts, I don't think we're going to get any of them. So anyway, next one will be the potatoes. And you saw the harvest from this evening. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.